What is going on, guys? Fitcho here, and welcome back to the Valentino Rossi the Game career mode. It is part number 6. Now, if you are enjoying the series, make sure you smash that like button, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Now, we've got a few more Moto3 events coming up. I think we've got Mans, Mugello, and possibly Catalunya, depending if we have time. Now, a few of you guys commented that I should up the difficulty, so that's what I've decided to do. I've decided to go from hard to simulation, and simulation is the hardest difficulty on the game, and I've decided to add in qualifying and see how we go with that, and drop it back to a 3-lap race. We'll see how that goes. And I think the first event for today's episode is at Le Mans, and it is indeed. So let's jump into that and see how we do. Here we go to start our first flying lap of the qualifying session here in Le Mans. Let's see how we do. Hopefully we can stick it, hopefully on the front row, or at least towards the front of the field. That would be great. Okay, we have qualified on pole by over 2 seconds. I swear this is on the hardest difficulty. I really don't know how we did that, but I'll take it. Pole position for the French Grand Prix. I'm sure this is on simulation, the hardest difficulty in the game, so I'm really not too sure how I managed to qualify on pole by that amount, but I'll take it. Let's jump into the race.
The riders have all lined up on the starting grid. We are mere seconds away from the start of what promises to be a sensational Grand Prix.
Here we are on pole position in Le Mans for the French Grand Prix. And we are off from pole. Hopefully we can hold our lead into turn number 1. I think our teammate Brad Binder was starting the race out of 4th. We're going to see how we go. Hopefully we can hold the lead at the start of this lap. We've got a bike very close behind us as the frame rate is dropping, which is very frustrating as we've gone a bit deep. And we've lost out to Finardi. And it looks like almost to Navarro and our teammate Brad Binder, who's looking to go up our inside, but we're not going to have that because we need to chase down Finardi. We know we have the pace from qualifying, so we need to try and hunt him down to get the win in this race. We'll run very wide from that corner. I keep forgetting that you need to stay right over to the right hand side of the track because of this next corner. I don't really know this Bugatti circuit layout that well. Try to get in Finardi's slipstream. Come on. Pull to the inside of Finardi as we head down to this left-hander. And we make the move stick as we run a little bit wide. We're back into first place. And out of the final corner we come in Le Mans to win very comfortably, to be honest. We backed off a little bit on that last lap. I'm not sure where our paces come from because I swear I turned the difficulty up for this race. And as you can see, we are a fair bit quicker. Actually, we're not that quick on the fastest lap time. If you look at, say, Brad Binder, our teammate's time, we're only, 4/10 up on him. But in general, we were a fair bit quicker, especially in qualifying, 2 seconds. I'm not too sure what was going on there. I swear I turned the difficulty up. I will double check. But let's have a look at the Riders' Championship after that. We are starting to pull away a little bit from Finardi. We've now got a 5-point lead over him, and our teammate Brad Binder is in 4th place. 21 points off us. If we look at the constructors, KTM, we will pulled away even further, I assume, and we're now 57 points ahead of Honda. And the next race is in Mugello, so let's jump into that. Here we go. We're about to start our first flying lap here in Mugello. Now, I did check. This difficulty was on simulation. That was on the hardest difficulty in the game, that previous race at Le Mans, so I'm not too sure how that happened. But we'll see how we go here in Mugello. I don't know the layout, so I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time learning it. So we now head down into turn number 1, and I actually do alright. I get the bike stopped and turned in okay. That's usually my main problem, is getting the bike turned in, because you have to turn in so damn early on these bikes, because you got to move the weight around and lean and all that jazz, and it just takes a lot longer than in a car, what I'm used to. Cheeky slipstream up to the line, that'll help out our time. What time did we do? 2 minutes, 2 seconds, .205. Oh yeah, absolutely maxed out on the rev limit as we head down to turn 1. I'm absolutely loving this Mugello circuit. This is actually such a beautiful track. The scenery around it, the actual layout. Oh, I could ride this all day. This is actually such a cool circuit. Yes, get in, pole position. This time only by half a second, not quite the 2 seconds we had in Le Mans, but nonetheless, that is pole position. I'm very, very happy with that, half a second. Now, I have checked, this is on the hardest difficulty on the game, so I'm pretty happy with that, half a second to get pole on the hardest difficulty. Without further ado, let's jump into the race.
Grand Prix about to start any moment now here at the Mugello circuit. It's one of the most technical and spectacular tracks on the whole calendar.
Here we go, pole position in Mugello. We're about to get underway for the race, and we are off. Hopefully we can hold our lead into the first corner, and then I can do 3 laps unchallenged of this beautiful circuit. But with such a long drag down to the first corner, I kind of doubt that. But actually, no one seems to have challenged me as we head down onto the brakes into turn number 1, as I actually run a little bit wide, but the Sky Bike couldn't quite get me. I'm guessing that's probably Finardi, but I'm not 100% sure. But after the first couple corners, we see, I was just saying we're holding our lead, but there goes Finardi trying to challenge us up the inside, and he makes the move stick, and now we're down to second. We're going to look to his outside for this next left-hander. Go a little bit too deep. But we make the move stick back up his inside. But it looks like he's got a better run than us as we head down to this very tricky right hand as we plunge down the hill. And it looks like he's coming back up our inside into the left-hander. But I'm going to go right around his outside. We carry a little bit more speed. We're holding onto the lead for now. But Finardi is having a real crack at us. Wow, that is a scary sight looking back and seeing that many bikes all fanning out across the track like that. We have broken away a little bit at the front of the pack as we start the final lap here in Mugello. Hopefully we can just keep this little lead, but I'm seeing a little red indicator there. They are close behind me. I have stuffed it. I think when I was looking back on the straight, I veered a bit off course and I had to slow down a bit to make sure I didn't go off the road. It looks like they may have caught me. We might have a bit of a fight at the end of this race. Or maybe not, as they seem to have fallen away again, possibly. I'm not too sure, we'll see. In a way, I hope they don't challenge us so I can get another victory here in Moto 3. And I absolutely love this corner coming down the hill like this. It's freaking awesome. I absolutely love this track. This is the first time I've ridden it or driven it or done anything on this track. And I absolutely love it. This track is freaking awesome. Out of the final corner we come. And they are pretty close behind me. But a bit too far back, I think. To get a slipstream, I hope. Yeah, I think we're good. We're going to win in Mugello. Yes, get in. Another victory. That is 2 from 2 today. That is a very good result. We didn't pull away as much as we did in Le Mans, and we didn't even get the fastest lap as Bastianini actually got it, 6/10 faster than us. We're actually nowhere near the fastest lap. We were 6/10 slower than Antonelli in a lap, who finished second. I think that's purely just down to the slipstream down this very, very long main straight. But I was quick enough through the corners on that first lap that I could just pull away and I didn't have to worry about them. But that's another great result, and our teammate Brad Binder actually fell a little way down to 6th, which isn't the best. And who is our other teammate? I think it's Ben Schneider, who's down in 19th, which isn't the best result for him. But let's continue. Have a look at the Riders' Championship. We have pulled away even more. We're now 14 points ahead in the championship, and our teammate Brad Binder is in 4th, 36 points off us. And in the Constructors, we are now on 150 points, 62 points ahead of Honda, which is brilliant news. I can speak, thank God. Now, if we have a look at our levels, I haven't been showing them that much recently. I'll just show them at the end of each episode. As you can see, we've gone up a bit. We're up to 51 in braking, then 47. We're up to 52 in throttle management, agility, cornering, and body position, and 54 in physical condition. And as you can see, we have the bronze boost in 3 categories: the rain ability, the body position, and the physical condition, which is always good.
Welcome back. There are plenty of teams interested in offering you a contract. You'll find all of them in Team List. What do you think? Time for a change?
Okay, well, we've got contract offers from many teams apparently. Let's have a look at Moto 3. I don't really fancy changing bike. I want to win the Moto 3 title on the current bike I'm in, and we can get any ride in Moto 3 now. Can we get a ride in Moto 2? Yes, we can actually. We can get a ride in some of the bottom teams in Moto 2, which is quite interesting. But I think I'm just going to stick it out in Moto 3 for the season because I want to win the title in Moto 3, Moto 2, and MotoGP. That is my aim for this career mode. So we're going to stay in the Red Bull KTM team in Moto 3, but I think that's where I'm going to end today's video. I'm not sure if it's been the longest video on your end because there hasn't been that much action, but I've added in qualifying and stuff. I've been recording for about 50 minutes now, so that's where I'm going to end today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.